champion league.
305 got pride. 305 we die, cause we're champions.
305 worldwide, 305. Mr. Jonathan,
Yes, sir.
we're talking about what's happening international. Let's go. Let's go about what I call celebrity boxing on Showtime Boxing. Paul against the Spider Silva in a boxing match. Before I say my comment, tell me what you think about that.
Well, who doesn't love a good carny fight? But I will give credit where it's due. I can't just talk smack about Jake Paul because he's Jake Paul, but he does put in the work. He does train. It's one thing for people to like punch a bag, do a little shadow boxing. Oh, I'm a boxer. He's gotten in there. Now, granted, the competition hasn't exactly been elite or, a boxer, but Anderson Silva, a legendary fighter and striker, maybe he is going to be the challenge that Jake Paul has been, well, I would say looking for, but why would he go fight Ben Askren and other fighters? But that's neither here nor there.
I think as you made a lot of good points. Look, let's not hate. Let's appreciate and participate. This is going to bring attention to combat sports. To MMA because you have Spider Silva. To Jake Paul because he's a boxer. And by the way, guys, promote, support the channel, hit like. We want to promote South FLA, martial arts and combat sports. This is going to bring eyes to combat sports. Spider Silva is a martial artist that does combat sports.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be interesting in a boxing scenario. I know he's boxed. He fought Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. and he won.
Yes, sir.
But like you say, don't hate. Jake Paul, first of all, he's out there promoting himself. And you have to promote yourself.
Indeed.
He's bringing the eyes. He does train boxing and he does box and he does hit hard. So regardless, I called it a celebrity boxing fight. I think all the way around, it's good for combat sports and martial arts, and that's what we want to do.
Yes.
Okay, going now to more boxing. Canelo versus Triple G. I think this is a trilogy, right?
Yes, sir.
What do you think?
Well, it's boxing, and even though I appreciate they call it the sweet science, sometimes when you watch boxing, you wonder like, oh, how did they go to that decision? How did they give this guy? And we're 4 different organizations, or bodies of boxing, and all that stuff. The first fight was a draw. Some people said no, clearly Triple G won. And then the second fight happened, and somehow Canelo won it. Now we have a third one. I mean, I just really hope. I mean, you mentioned it in a few minutes ago. Don't leave it to the hands of the judges. I really hope Canelo or Triple G just removes all doubt, keep the judges out of it, and just clear knockouts.
I agree. I want, no matter what round it is, even if it's in the 9th round, I want a knockout, clear. Again, this is bringing a lot of eyes to combat sports. Because you know what? Sports, combat sports, martial arts, what is it promoting? Life, health, success, exercise, inspiration, stay motivated. These are all great things. Canelo, you can say that he's picked his fights or whatever. Listen, I just saw him losing weight, and he was squeezing his bag of. The guy puts the work in.
Indeed.
Okay, Triple G, what can I tell you? An incredible boxer. He's going to go down as a legend. They're both coming now, I think, at a time that it's important for them to solidify their legacy. So I think they're going to do that. Triple G, I think, is a very dangerous fighter. But I think, like all fighting, it's who has the right strategy. In other words, Muhammad Ali had to fight George Frazier a certain way. He couldn't brawl with him. He had to box. So same thing with Canelo. He's going to have to do his strategy. He's going to try. I think he's going to have to try outbox Triple G. I think if he tries to slug it out with Triple G, it's not going to be good for him. From international to 305 South Florida, which is international, worldwide, as we said. We have boxing coming up very soon now. Revolta Boxing. Check them out. It's homegrown boxing promotion that has international world boxing. You should check them out. You should check out all the leagues, no matter what leagues, even if it's not 305 fights. Buy their t-shirts, buy their tickets, go to the schools, promote and support.
Absolutely.
Isn't there so much happening with different sports and different leagues in South Florida?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's just in the combat side of things. I mean, I'm sure any other sports with their balls is nice and fine, but I'm more of a combat guy, so there's a lot going on.
Miami, the champion league.